continuing with my theme of recommending more expensive wines of the week, specifically in the run-up to Christmas when many people buy a special bottle or two. This week I've got a red wine, which for a lot of people would be their idea of a special occasion wine. It's an Amarone. In particular, this is the Tedeschi Amarone Marne 180 from the 2019 vintage. So Tedeschi, a company based up there in Amarone country, which is the northeast of Italy, in the Veneto, north of Venice. And this particular wine, the Marne, refers to a particular soil type called marl, which is rich in calcium carbonate, limestone, chalk, that kind of thing, and gives the wine quite a distinctive character. It's made from dried grapes, as all Amarones are. This one spends 4 months drying in lofts at the winery. And in that time, the grapes lose quite a bit of their weight, but gain a lot in sugar concentration. Basically, the water evaporates out of the grapes and is replaced by sugar, as retained sugar. So it's a wine that ends up usually quite a hefty alcohol. The better ones certainly are. And this, believe it or not, has 16.5% alcohol. But that may be too much for some people, but believe me, it is a balanced and delicious wine. On the nose, well, I mean, chocolate-covered cherries. You know those kind of cherry brandy chocolates that you get at Christmas time? That's in here. There's a hint of dark chocolate and coffee. There's also a hint of something quite floral and herbal in there too. It's a multi-layered wine. A little bit of vanilla from long barrel aging, 30 months in the barrels. And just an intriguing nose that doesn't tell you anything about the 16.5% alcohol. On the palate, as with almost all Amarone, there's a little bit of sweetness here. It's only 4 or 5 grams of sugar, so it's not a sweet wine, but it does have that intensity. A little bit like raisins, which is basically what the grapes are by the time the wine is made. But again, cherry is the overriding kind of flavour for me, and the lovely kind of gravelly texture to this too, with very fine tannins and very good acidity. And it does have that balance, despite the alcohol, despite the concentration. It has freshness too. It's a little bit of a kind of minor miracle how it is done with Amarone. So it's a great wine. I think really you're talking about game with this wine, or maybe roast beef. I think you could drink it with roast turkey too, but also some people prefer to match these with really kind of bitter dark chocolate sweets. So, you pay your money, you take your choice in what you do with this wine, but it is delicious. The wine costs £37 from the Wine Society and Soho Wine Supply, but actually there are loads and loads of stockists of this wine. I'm going to put a list of quite a few at the end of the video. My wine of the week is the Tedeschi Amarone Marne 180 from the 2019 vintage. It is a cracking wine of the week for Christmas. My wine of the week.